All right, welcome to the inside of the indoor brewery. So this is the room. This is where I record my podcast and where I've done all my fermentation up to this point. I want to start doing the brewing in here. So the plan is to knock out one of these glass block squares, replace it with a vent, and then put a range hood up there with sufficient CFM to pull the steam out of the room. And with the whole process, I'm going to be replacing my fermentation chamber with two mini fridges on the ground so that I can have two separate temperatures. So we're going to unbox today the brew bucket, because I got two brew buckets as part of this whole upgrade idea. And we're going to unbox it and take a look at what comes in the Ss Brewtech Brewbucket Brewmasters Edition. All right, here we go. All right, we have some extra pieces of cardboard, which I'm going to save just in case they come in handy as part of this. Okay. We have actual brew bucket itself here. And let's see. Bottom piece of cardboard, which is having a, oh, there we go. All the pieces right here. So let's get the scissors and cut these out. There we go. One more. There we are. Otherwise, nope, there's more. We have the thermometer here, which I'm not going to be using. I'm going to be using it as a thermal well, so I can put a controller in for the fermentation chamber. I already have one, so I just need a second controller, and we'll talk about that once we get it. Looks like that's all that's in the box here. Nothing else, some extra padding on the side. All right. So let's take a look at this. There we are. So we have ourselves a brew bucket, which comes with a quick start guide, which is nice. A little advertisement here for their infusion mash tun and the Chronicle Brewmasters Edition. Nice. The idea behind what I'm doing, oh, and some coasters, fun. You know, it's funny. I will absolutely use these on the studio when people come over. The idea behind this is I couldn't afford, not money-wise, although that's certainly part of this. I couldn't afford the power, a 220 line in my panel to run a larger unit. The idea was to get a Brew Easy at 10 gallons and run a 220 line, but instead I got myself a Robo Brew here and a Grainfather, which isn't down here yet, but I'm going to do side-by-side unboxing on those so we can take a look at the two different situations there and go 2 5-gallons so that I can do 5 gallons at a time or I can do 10 gallons at a time. So I wanted to get fermenters that would be good for that size batch. I have a lot of different fermenters. I have the Catalyst down here. I have the Fast Ferment over here, which are both nice. I've been using the Fast Ferment primarily for wine. I think really that's my favorite fermenter for wine right now is the Fast Ferment. The Catalyst for beer has been going great. And then I have these two here, which you can see on one of my other videos on the channel that are 10 gallons each, recycled medication bottles from eBay. So those, and of course my glass carboys down there. I'm not working in plastic anymore for most of my beers, with the exception of the Catalyst. But that is really nice. I can throw it in anyway, that's not here or there. Talking about this one right now. Point is, I wanted to upgrade the fermenters and go stainless steel, and I didn't necessarily want to go the Chronicle route, which look awesome. Instead, I wanted to get something with a conical bottom that would fit easily in a mini fridge. So we have handles on the side, which I absolutely love. I can't stand it when things don't have handles, right? So that I can fill it up, I can put it right into the mini fridge. Let's open this up. These are nice. Oh, the quick start guide here has a QR code. It says scan the QR code to get to the startup guides. I love QR codes. I wish more people use them. I think it's a great idea. So pre-clean, we want to thoroughly wash all surfaces, including valves and fittings, with TSP and hot water. Fine. Passivation. We want to periodically passivate all stainless steel equipment with an acid-based solution to establish a uniform passive oxide layer that will maximize corrosion resistance. Filling it with Star San at a concentration of 1 ounce per gallon for 30 minutes. So that will be fine. I will do that, and I'm going to save this. Stainless steel scrubbing pads or Scotch-Brite pads. These will remove the protective oxide layer. Okay, don't use them, no problem. Oxalic cleaners, such as Barkeeper's Friend. Okay, they will cause the markings to fade. This is good. I will read this afterwards. Let's see. So we have the stainless steel here. We have the rubber gasket here, and the inside of the Ss Brewtech Brewmasters Edition, which has the hole for the thermometer, as well as the port down here, has rubber feet. I really like this. Holy cow, this is nice. All right. The etched gallon markings right here in gallons and liters, going up 4, 5, 6 gallons and up to 25 liters. It looks like there. Yeah, this is going to be great. So let's start putting this together. Let's follow some instructions, huh? Quick start guides. Instructions for the thermometer. All right. So we have the thermometer here. It's currently reading 59 degrees, 59.6. Oh, it's got tenths on there too. That's real nice. 59.8 in my basement here, 59.9, 60. Looks like it's going up. It was obviously colder in there than it was in here. So it looks like this will go into the thermal well, and then that will sit in there. Excellent. And we have our fittings. Oh, including us. Okay. We need to look up the quick start guides is what we need. This right here. There we go. That must be the thermal well, as it's capped off on that side. All right. So we have the nut here. We have a gasket on there, which best guess is going to go on the inside. So I'm going to piece this together very, very lightly at the moment, and then I will look it up. I don't want to scratch anything. We're just going hand tight. So there we see a thermal well going into the center there, which is good. We have an extra battery for the thermometer. And then I'm a manual reader, so I absolutely will read the manual. But let's see if we can't figure this out first, and then I'll go back and I'll make sure that it's right. Okay, so we have the rubber stopper for the lid. There we go. We have at least one O-ring here. We have the valve. Okay, and then this looks like the dip tube here, which is most likely going to go right there. Okay. Now I see one O-ring. So there's a second O-ring here. I'm not sure. Oop, there's one in there too, like an extra one. Okay. I'm going to assume that those are extras for the moment, and then put these in here and see what we get. Okay. So we want that in there. And assuming it's like the other one, we want that O-ring on the inside. Oop. Let's get the nut back on. That took much longer than expected. Couldn't get the threading to catch. All right, so we have our dip tube here. There we go. Excellent, and that is adjustable. I'm moving that right now. So we have on the inside there, we have a thermowell and a dip tube connected to a ball valve here, which feels great. This blue piece here, which I originally thought was plastic, feels like metal, I'm pretty sure. And this whole thing, height-wise, I'm going to take this to the store and make sure that it fits the mini fridge I'm looking at. There we are. Yeah, no, I'm very excited about this. I think this is a nice looking piece of equipment here. Excellent. So I will bring this to the store and make sure it fits in the new fermentation chamber. Thank you for watching. Please follow the whole process here, because this whole brewery idea is going to be built on the RoboBrew and the Grainfather and two different fermentation things, and brewing here in the back room in the podcast studio, which I think is going to be great. It's going to be great for me to brew inside during the summer and the winter. It's going to be great for the family because I don't have to be outside the whole time. I can be inside. It's going to be great for the wife because I'm no longer going to be taking up the laundry area or anything else like that. I can move things out of the garage. I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week when we either do a review or another unboxing. I'm thinking next week we do the RoboBrew and the Grainfather side by side. Thank you.